Love and peace and happiness. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. You can now, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective channeled message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, get up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website below the video in the description box and on the website. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. We do what we do because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. We know that the better life is for each one of us, the more raised each one of our vibration is, the more raised it equals for the sum total of the collective of humanity on earth. So you're so powerful. You don't only affect yourself, but what you do affects the energies that surround you. The unseen and unspoken, I heard soul connections, people who would tick off the same kind of box on some weird application as you could, people who have crossed your lives, and all these different soulmates that you have. And we're not talking about soulmate as in somebody you fall in love with and last forever. No, but somebody who comes into your life to cause your soul to grow. Every time we say soulmate, that's what we mean. Sometimes that equals a person who you share a romantic and intimate passion with, but in most cases it does not. So we're here to see what's going to come out on the cards today. We pulled the Alpha and Omega messages. We pull them first, we read them last. And it was the Housewives Tarot that wanted to speak today. So we're going to see what comes out. And then we'll be going into some oracle cards for you as well. What do you have? What's the message that I'm to deliver today? Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is about somebody who is taking impulsive action. This is about somebody who found some inspiration. Somebody found some inspiration. Somebody's been wearing a tin foil around their head, or at least energetically, if not literally physically, because they're concerned. Somebody's concerned about people affecting their mind. Somebody has been concerned about psychic attack. I'm hearing somebody's been concerned about psychic attack. Yeah, and it's like I see you in this energy where you're doing the best you can to flush the garbage out of your system. So you could be doing a literal physical detox, parasite removals, or you could just be doing a spiritual cleanse type of thing. Some of you, this is like getting your act together. In other words, not doing the things that don't make sense anymore. Having a lot more common sense in the actions you take, leveling up, trying to be more mature about what you do and how you handle life and how you handle things that come your way. But I just see like wherever you were doing certain things that just were not sensible, they were counterproductive, it was unhealthy, it was unwise. I see you stepping off of that. I see you're like, yeah, we can't be doing that no more. It's time to grow up. Love and peace and happiness. All right, so let's see what else. Show me more about this energy in your physical experience. Wow, this is awesome because I see you have the Ten of Cups in your physical experience. You actually have beautiful, loving connections around you. You know, your physical life is pretty decent. You know, there's people in, I see, whether this family is blood related or not, I just see like you have a group of people around you in which, you know, you can share love, good times, a meal. I mean, have a good time together. You're enjoying life. Things do look good. On the side, there's still at least one situation where somebody, I'm hearing the word asinine, okay, and that word does come out for me sometimes. I don't know if I've ever looked up the definition, but I'm going to see if I can find one right now. Asinine, ASININE, means extremely silly or stupid. It implies a lack of intelligence or common sense, often suggesting something is foolish. So there we go. Asinine. Here did something asinine, and you remove yourself from the. So this person, I don't feel like out of your experience, but I do feel that you have. I can see here that you're like you. It's like you're. I heard twice removed, whatever that means. So I just see like where you have removed yourself from the effects of their consequences. And I heard somebody really needs to learn how to use deodorant. Like, what's with this stinky pits? Like, stop it. Put some deodorant on. Even the indios who don't use chemicals and products and stuff, they'll like use lemon. Do something about that body, or somebody need to do something about that body odor. You could be thinking that like, boy, you better find something, or girl, because girls be stinking too. But I'm just saying, there's someone around, and you're just like, oh my god, they need to deodorize. Why aren't they deodorizing? Okay, how you feeling? In your feeling, please. You have the King of Cups. Okay, so having feelings about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. Yeah, somebody is. But actually, I just feel like you feel good. You're like, you see how to put, what I'm seeing is you see how to put everybody in a place. Prioritizing, compartmentalizing in as regards of relationships and where they fit in your life, how far they go, how far they penetrate, um, what area, how much access they have, how much emotional stock you putting and investing into them, emotional stock. Yeah, how much emotional stock you're investing into them. And uh, again, it's like everybody is not in the same place. So this person and their experience with you is not the same as that person and your experience with them, with how much asinine stuff they do. I'm hearing. Yeah, you could be have the Hierophant. Lifeless boy. Practical lesson. Yeah. So you're thinking about you. Um, yeah, it's like I learned my lesson though. And so you're sitting back from this place of more emotional mastery. And part of the reason you have that is because you've seen impulsive actions, and you've seen people trying to draw you into their stuff, and you've seen people who are ready and people who are not ready, and you've learned how to just like kind of accept them for where they're at. Yeah, accepting them for where they're at, and not trying to change them or yourself, and just allowing. You're being very allowing in this energy. Yeah, allowing yourself and allowing others, and then just understanding like, because of where you're at, we can only go this far together, or we can only talk about certain subjects together. Okay, let me see, show me in your spiritual body, what do we have in your energy? Okay, and we have the 10 of Swords here, and I almost laid it down in reverse. So there's somebody here. This picture just got a little bit clearer as soon as I seen that 10 of Swords, because it's this pin cushion, right? And that one pin is being held and it's pointing that way. Where's it pointing? It's pointing right at the Knight of Wands. So there's somebody in this experience who's showing up as a Knight of Wands, which could be maybe a 20 or 30-year-old, something, no more than 30, really, in between 20 and 30, a person who's a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. For others of you, this person could act like they're very immature or behave very immaturely and actually be very immature. But there's something here about whatever they did. It's like somebody's trying to provoke you. Somebody's tried to provoke you. Somebody's tried to get you to act, get you to react. Somebody, I see somebody who's upset that you're not in fear and worry about the things that bother them. This person is stressed out about some stuff that I'm hearing, feeling like everybody's out to get them, and the system is stacked against them, and this is a big part of the way they live their life, the way they focus their energy. But your soul is on 10 of swords, and you're like decided, like you already see where they're at. Okay. This person hasn't fully woke up to or realized how they haven't had their kundalini rise yet. I'm hearing they haven't had their kundalini rise. They haven't come into a balanced acceptance of the energies of their self or of their physical experience, which means their boat, because I heard the song "Rock the Boat, Don't Rock the Boat, Baby." But no, this one, the boat is rocking, baby. It's being thrown hither and thither, hither and thither. Why are we using those words? But yeah, their boat is being rocked about everywhere by all the things that happen. And so, what do? They like to rock the boat because they're used to living in a rocking boat. That's their comfort zone. Well, here's the thing: your Ten of Swords is like, this has nothing to do with me. There's this energy in you where you could see that that has nothing to do with you. Somebody has done something that was very foolish. And they're trying to utilize their position to rock your boat. I just see that they're trying to utilize their position to rock your boat. They're trying to come at you as though there's something wrong with the way you present yourself emotionally, or the way you're not. It's like when you're so calm, cool, and collected, and this person is so upset and bothered. It's like, why won't you get mad with me? Why won't you fight with me? Why won't you argue with me? Why don't you engage? You don't care. You're damn skippy. I don't. Ten of Swords says you're damn skippy. I don't. Because you know that if you got involved in this situation, it would just be like an act of self betrayal. There's nothing of enough value out there in you getting into this state of upset that somebody is trying to bring to your door, to your house, to your life. You're like, yeah, no. So let's take a peek into the other side of the table. The main culprit here. Show me what's happening in their physical experience. Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, so this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is happening. This is about self-development. This person is in a state of self-development right now, and this is somebody who, yeah, I'm hearing sick of listening to their mother. Somebody who is sick of listening to their mother. This person really does, at this time, have energy in their life where it's trying to get them to mature, to build for themselves, to stop needing their mom to take care of them. Somebody here is about stop needing your mom to take care of you. Oh wow. Somebody here is saying, listen, we're married. Why do you keep calling your mom for everything? Like your mom is not what you're supposed to be focused on right now. You're supposed to be focused on this house and our family. Somebody here is so focused on their mom, okay, and they try to uh this person and they're used to being spoiled and babied, I'm hearing, by their mom. Okay, this person needs to level up, they need to mature, they need to grow up, they need to look at, I'm hearing, take a cold hard look at themselves. Let me see this person on the other side of the table. Show me their emotional body, what's going on with their feelings. Okay, and the Seven of Swords. Well, this person's feelings are, that makes a lot of sense. This person's feelings are being influenced by the gossip. What gossip? The gossip, probably the fucking shit that the mom said. I'm just saying, like, yeah. And it's like, you're sitting back, and I see you, the way this King of Cups is looking down at the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Swords. It's like, if you know that somebody's mom and her friends or her sisters or whatever, they be sitting around talking stuff about you. There is an energy here where it's like, I don't even need to engage with this. It feels like, who they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing good to say. I'm hearing they don't have nothing good to say. We're gonna look deeper at that Seven of Swords. Show me what's on this person's mind. If their heart is Seven of Swords, they don't trust their heart. I'm hearing they don't trust their heart. They don't trust their heart. They're more worried about the money. Okay, it's all about the money for them. In their mind, the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. I'm telling you, I'm mad. Why won't you get mad with me? Is the vibe. I'm mad. Why won't you get mad with me? Okay, because this person is used to people who respond in anger instead of actual responses. Their reaction is to be angry, upset. This is their comfort zone. This is what they know. And if you don't fight with them, then they feel like you don't love them. And I'm seeing again, this, they learned this from their mom. They figured this out from their mom. Okay. This is somebody here who is upset because they can't have what they want with you, because that opportunity is off. That opportunity is not available to them. Spirit said, no, you got 2 10s and the Hierophant in your energy. That's the cycle is complete. So this person could be right now there. I see this person trying to figure out what they're going to do, trying to find somebody else to get involved in their situation. But there's some upset there. They're still angry, and they've been lying about their feelings. Okay. There's somebody who is trying to lie about their feelings to as a manipulation tactic, I'm hearing. Okay, let me see their spirit. Yeah, see, 5 of Swords. Even their soul is telling them, cut ties with this. Listen, so you're already, I feel like you're unaffected. I feel like you're just chilling on this energy. Yeah, see, 8 of Cups below. I'm walking away. You're stressed out. I'm just going to let you sit with that feeling. Like, that's your feeling. You're not devaluing it. You're just aware. You're like, look, I see you angry over there. But I tell you what, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have a drink and I'm going to let you sit with your feelings and figure that out, right? Because it's not mine. I didn't make that feeling. I don't own that feeling. And I can't fix it for you. So somebody got some strong feelings here. They do have some strong feelings, but the problem is there's some deception in the feelings, and this person doesn't understand. So this person doesn't have understanding about the emotional GPS system. When it feels like crap, that's because it's shit. You should flush it. This person doesn't understand that when it feels like bliss, do more of this. This person is so upset with this Queen of Wands in their headspace. They're just over in their head thinking about over and over again all the different stuff that angers them. This person is focused on feeling angry. Like always what the fucking about life. Or FML. They say stuff like FML. They say all this crazy stuff all the time in their own head, in their own private conversation. Okay. And so then when they try to speak to you and they try to push your buttons, they try to come at you. Okay. And you just say, you sit, you put your feet up, you drink. I mean, you're looking at them. It's not like you won't look them in the eye, paying attention, but you just don't have a lot to say, and you're unbothered by this. And that bursts their bubble. That bursts their bubble because they're used to getting a rise out of somebody. They're used to getting a response. Yeah, but it's like you saw they were upset, so you just, it's not mine. You realize it wasn't mine. Yeah, they were throwing a tantrum of some sort. They're throwing a tantrum. They could have literally thrown something down off the table, or broke something. But they got some maturing to do. There's some immature behavior here. Don't be running around. Sit your butt down somewhere. This is like, yeah. Why I just got the image of coming to grandma's house and all the kids are running everywhere. And grandma said, no, go sit down somewhere. Close that door behind you. Like, grandma don't play. Okay. Yeah. See, and immature, why? Because 5 of Cups. They're upset. They made a mess out of something. Look, she got mess all over her. She need to clean up. She all dressed up like she going somewhere. No, you're not going nowhere. You just made another bigger mess on yourself. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Trying to be cold, trying to be cruel, trying to cut somebody up with the words. Yeah, this person, they tried to do something. They tried to hurt your feelings with the decision that they made. And the thing is, that decision they made was blocking out emotions. It was to block out emotions, to try to make it seem like they didn't care. It was to try to make it seem like they didn't care. You could do whatever you want, and you know what? I'm gonna go do whatever I want. Okay, but in the reality, like, what they should have did was sit down and have a conversation with you, you know. And you're like, okay, you're receptive to it. You're like, all right, fine. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But there's consequences for a person's actions with this Judgment card. Like, well, now you show me your worth. What you're worth your weight in gold, right? Not okay. Yeah, you show me what your worth of, what the weight of your word is worth, is the way I just got it. The weight of your word is worth. Okay, so this person showed you the value of their word. This person showed you the value, how much they value you. They showed you what they value. They showed you their emotional maturity level. They showed you how much they're willing to heal, cope, accept, learn, expand, embrace. No, it's not. It's not that much. This person is angry. There's some lies. There's definitely some lies about how we feel on their side of the table. They're trying to. So this person is lying to themselves to try to hurt you. This person, I just heard the term gaslighting. Yeah, gaslight, and you sitting there unaffected, it just ticks them off even worse. It ticks them off even worse because they need to just go on ahead and quit while they're ahead, but they don't want to. They don't want to. They will be trying to tell you what you need to do when you already handled your business. You're like, listen, I already went to work. I brought home the money and I brought home the bacon and I cooked the bacon up. In other words, I did everything I was supposed to do. What did you do? I heard, what did you do? And this person tries to play like they did so much, but really all they're doing is trying to tell everybody else what needs to be done. There's somebody here who tries to command and control people, and yeah, and I see it that they clearly, what spirit just showed me is they clearly do this because they have no command or control over themselves. What they really are wanting is a measure of self control, self governance, right? To get their own act together, to mature by the way they handle their own responses, reactions, and just general behaviors. But they don't do that. They try to get everybody else to bend to their will and get in line with their program. But their program is filled with deception. So this is like, my mom always did what I said. Why don't you? Type of a vibe. Yeah. For somebody, there's a female energy, a feminine energy who is upset that you just seem so secure and so stable, and they're just so certain that you have gone out of your relationship. I see that. There's somebody here who's accusing you of shit. Well, that's because they're over there listening to their gossiping friends. They should never be listening to their gossiping friends. They got a group of people around them. There's this feminine energy, and she has some friends, and all they do is sit up there and plant these seeds of doubt and worry in her. And for somebody like this lady, she been doing some stuff on the side with those girls anyways. So yeah, there's that. Show me the Knight of Wands, please. What this is the situation is the Knight of Wands. This person is angry. They want to get a jab in. They want to try to put you in your place. This Knight of Wands, Justice, Libra energy. The truth will prevail. The Six of Pentacles, what you put out is what you get back. The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, taking actions, okay, inspired for the Ten of Cups, okay, okay. So what you put out is what you get back in this situation where you're taking the actions to get your 10 of cups. You're like, I got a good life. My life is looking just fine. I already know when people start acting like this. I heard what that means. What that means. Okay. Show me why the 10 of cups. We're going back to your side. Physical 10 of cups. Okay. 10 of cups for you is the Ace of Swords. This is my truth. I have a beautiful life. I'm surrounded by supportive energies. My family, whether it's blood or non-blood related, like, it's beautiful. They love me. I love them. The Death card, that's all that matters. It's life transforming when I realize that I've set up a beautiful life for myself. The truth set me free from relationships that were not that. Okay. I heard that. Yeah. Four of Swords. I get to take a break now. It's break time. Magician. I'm going to materialize and manifest some more stuff into my life because I am equipped. I have all the tools. I was able to move through that one situation really well. That one situation for somebody, it definitely did have to do with this deceptive, emotionally deceptive person here. So let me see this King of Cups in your energy. King of Cups, Page of Wands, a good news, good opportunity. I'm excited. Try something new. Three of Wands, something new. And because I'm trying something new, so new things must happen. It's universal law. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. I put in dedicated effort. I don't give up. I keep going. I finish the process. I get really good at it. Two of Pentacles, and I changed my life. What process did you get really good at? The emotional mastery of the King of Cups. Like not being unbothered, being unfuckwithable, like being so steady in your emotional vibe, in your vibration, in your emotional body, in your mentality, in your frequency, like holding that place of inner peace and inner joy regardless of what they do outside of you. I'm hearing. Let me see the Hierophant, please. Why the Hierophant is here? That's a superpower. It truly is a superpower. Five of Swords, and it flipped itself in reverse. Yeah, this is saying like you have already cut the ties with the things that tried to bind you. Ooh, that you cut the ties with the things that tried to bind you. And as soon as I said that, I seen it. That was part of this person. Like they tried to cause stress, right? This Five of Swords is in their spiritual position. Over here, you have it reversed. What they try to do, so their method of madness, and it is madness, I'm hearing, their method of chaos, and it is chaos, I hear, is to try to cause a bond, a bonding, a binding due to chaos. Like some people get addicted to the drama. Some people are addicted to the stress. I heard it's all about the money. Okay, I heard that, but you know, this the people is addicted to stuff that they really don't need to hold on to, stress and trauma and drama and fighting and all that stuff. And it's like you already over it. You so over it. And now the Two of Wands is coming out in reverse again. I didn't realize any of these cards were in reverse, but it comes out in reverse in the Two of Wands. Like you already made a decision. Like anything that tries to cut me off from my peace, anything that, so it's not that you make it their responsibility. They're not the one that cuts you off from your peace. You're realizing like it's up to you whether you're in peace or not. Thank you. Better said. Thank you. Perfectly said, even. Okay. Yeah. So anything that happens in your experience, you know how to not allow it to disturb your peace, your happiness. You've been practicing this for a while already. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, perfect. And there's a grand rewards, okay? The happy ever after, the having it all. You understand, like, it's not up to somebody else to decide how you gonna feel. They could come up as asinine as they want to, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna have to show mine, okay? Three of Swords, yeah, because you have everything. You have everything. You got the family, you got the whole thing. And you know that that is somebody who is in a different cycle. So you're in one cycle, you're in a 10 of Pentacles cycle. Oh, I appreciate everything I have. Everything benefits me. The universe is conspiring in my favor all the time. Somebody else is in the Three of Swords. Oh, this is fucked up. This is terrible. It's so bad. It's so unfair, you know. So you're seeing the difference in these cycles. Now, part of the reason you can see the difference in these energies is because you've been on that side of the table before where everything was messed up. You have been that person before, but it took you. I heard you've been through the trenches, so that lets me know you've been to battle. You've been in spiritual battle to get into the state of being you're in right now. It's like the universe is working in my favor. There's nothing that's against me. It's all for me. And so you're able to transmute the energies. You use spiritual gifts and talents, Hierophant energy, right? In order to be in alignment with everything works out for me. Everything's conspiring in my best interest. No matter what they say or do or how they feel, it's not my responsibility. Okay. It's my responsibility is how I respond to it, and I choose everything is in my favor as opposed to this is some messed up, this is unfair type of stuff. Okay, and so you're just looking for the value of it. And one of the things you're realizing in this situation happening here is like, oh yeah, that's that same energy over there. That person's still stuck in that place I used to be stuck in years ago. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm aware of the difference. I know better than to get involved in. I love it. Let me see the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's like I'm so glad that I know better than to get involved in it than to go down this cycle with this down, baby, down the roller coaster. I don't like roller coasters. They get me. They get me, and I don't like roller coaster. Okay, Emperor energy, Aries energy on the Ten of Swords. It's over. Okay, authority. You put your foot down. Okay, you stand in authority. Ace of Pentacles. And you know that you have to, because if you don't protect you, who's going to? If you don't protect your interests, nobody else is going to. If you don't stand up for yourself, nobody else is going to. So you do. You stand up for yourself, right? You see the fool out here doing what they do, okay? And you allow them to be the fool. You allow them to do what they want to do. And you choose not to get involved in a situation and to maintain your temperance, your peace, your calm, your patience, your working with energies, whatever is coming up, and you're able to process them. And it's like every time you do this, every time you detach emotionally from the responsibility for how those people feel, it's like you're solidifying your 10 of Pentacles in your energy. Yeah. The Sagittarius energy here, Ophiuchus energy is here, and Aries energy is in this. For some of you, all these people are involved. We also have the energy showing up with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sag, and then all the water signs are there too, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We actually have all the zodiac signs on the table in one form or fashion. But the high emphasis right now is going to be on the Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, and Aries energy. Let me see this Queen of Pentacles on their side in the physical experience. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Yeah, I just see like they're used to being able to take control in a situation, get a person to do what they want them to do. And why it doesn't work with you, because it can emotionally manipulate you. And there's the devil card. Say it clear. Can Spirit say it any clearer? Love and peace and happiness. Yeah, there's somebody here who's used to being able to control other people. The devil is a bond that includes it includes a lot of control. Like they're stuck. There's a stuckness. So again, like I said, this person tried to create this feeling of this bond. They try to create some kind of binding, some kind of bond, because that's how they operate. One second. That's how they operate. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work with you. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Yeah, but you're a different energy. You're like they're looking for you to give them the power. They're looking, somebody here. Wow, I don't want to say that. Somebody here, this person even used some sort of like a. I hate that this is what I saw. This person even uses some kind of like a voodoo doll. That's crazy. Why you do that? Why do they do that to themselves? Oh boy. Six of Swords. Okay, hold on. And then what else? The Sun. Yeah, see? Okay, why they do that to themselves? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You already have awareness of what this person's energy is. So whether they actually are trying to go pull out dolls and stick it with pins, it's like if they pull the doll and they stick it with the pin, what they're gonna get is an ouch, because you're protected from it. You are safe. You are protected on all sides from this. They cannot access you. And you move on and you let go, because you can see this person in their angry energy. You can see their love for drama, chaos, stress, disorder, and dysfunction. And you just like, no, thank you. I choose my son. I choose my happiness. I don't have to do any of this. This person thought that they could, there's somebody here who thought they could totally take control of you, but it's your emotional mastery. It's your spiritual connection. You come from spirit. You come from love. So when you see that you're receiving something that doesn't, you notice it very much so. And somebody has been stressed out because their tactics that always work for them with other people don't have no play with you. Show me the Seven of Swords in their emotional body. They've been lying about their feelings. I don't even know the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Seven of Swords. Well, I just say they've been lying about their feelings. Yeah, they're deceptive. They're trying to get away with lying to you. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Oh wow. And the thing of it is, the more they keep doing this, they're creating a heavier burden. Like their heart is heavy. This person has a very heavy heart because of all the things that they did. 10 of Wands. Each one of those 10 of Wands right now is showing me like something they did. They did something. They might have did something 10 times and you didn't know nothing about it. But guess what? It's weighing heavy on their heart. It definitely is. And now they got to take the rap for that because you called it a rap. Yeah. Three of Pentacles about a third party situation. Okay, this was going on for a while, for 10 months or for 10 years for somebody. Yes, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because so this person, they so deceiving themselves, and they're trying to gaslight you. This person, they're so used to telling themselves lies. They're probably really believing that shit. I heard they're really good actor when the actor actors. How dare you accuse? How dare you think that I would. They act so offended. They act so offended, and I don't even feel like you really telling them about themselves. I just feel like you won't get down in the trenches with this one. You're like, I've already done this shit. I see what it is. And I know that there's no use in arguing because you're going to lie till you die. I hear you're going to lie till you die. You're going to keep lying to yourself that you weren't cheating, that you weren't flirting, that you weren't going behind my back and betraying me in some sort of way. And that's okay. I don't need to know what you really did. I don't need your apology. I don't need you to admit shit. My soul already told me everything I needed to, and past experiences have already shown me when I see this action, that's what that means. Okay, when I see this behavior, that's what that means. And when I see somebody behave and react this way, that's what that means. Yeah. Show me this Queen of Wands. They're angry. Though they're angry because they can't get a rise out of you. See, Eight of Swords. They are trying to manipulate the way you are thinking and your perspective. There's that gaslighting energy with this Eight of Swords as well. And it's like, no, there's nothing they could do to get you off of what you know. You already know the truth. You already know the truth. So you're not trying to look at what they're saying. What they're saying doesn't actually, like, it goes in one ear and out the other, because you're like, yep, that's bullshit. Okay, yeah, that's a lie. You can just tell, like, as they try to project, you don't care, you do this, do that, blah blah blah, and you're just like, this is pointless. Yeah, see, for and that's what angers them, is because as they try to get you to see yourself differently, as they try to get you wrapped up in this lie in their head, and they just can't seem to breach your force field, your boundaries, your heart, your mind. They can't break you down. Love and peace and happiness. Yeah, and you're still stable, and you're still sexy, and you're still beautiful, and you still got it all. Hello? And you still got it all. I heard take your one pentacle and leave with it, because I'm going to stay with the rest of these 9. I heard. As a matter of fact, I will pay you to leave, type of shit. Yeah. How much do you need? I'm going to pay you to leave. Get out of here. King of Cups. Yeah. You're happy. You're independent. You could afford to pay this energy to get out the way. So somebody here, you did something, right? That they could have stole one thing from you. They could have lied to you about one major thing. And that's the pinnacle that they get to take. And I heard that's the cost of doing business. I heard that's a small price to pay to find out what a deceptive, manipulative fuck you are. Oh, that's a small price to pay to realize, like, that you're not in the same energy I am. And so I'm just gonna let this go now. Right? Somebody lied. They had a lot of things going on in their feelings. They had a lot of burdens and something like that. That's all good and fine. But if we got this kind of connection here, if we family, if we blood, if we're in a relationship, if we close like that, then you should be able to tell me, guess what? I got a lot going on. And to be honest, you don't have to be that close to a person to say, I got a lot going on. I can't right now. I'll give it you. I'll get with you next week. Something, any fucking kind of decent reply. But no, there's some kind of deception here. And I don't feel like, for most of you who are feeling this, it was such a lightweight thing either. It feels, because they have that 10 of Wands right there over the 7 of Swords. Yeah, this person's carrying a lot of burdens. Okay, a lot of burdens, and they keep trying to make it seem like it's okay. It's no big deal. We're just gonna, no, 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 no. That's not how it works. This is like somebody who doesn't ever admit to what they did, or somebody who never wants to apologize for what they did, or somebody who's constantly apologizing and then doing the same shit. And so, this is the way their energy is looking right now. This is what I'm seeing. And this is like they're not changing. They're not improving. They're not leveling up. It's time to grow up. Immature, impulsive behaviors, you still are responsible for them. Just because that was so stupid. It's because I was drunk. What a lame excuse. It's because I was hurt. It's because I was sad. I don't care what your excuses. We grown around here. We take accountability for our actions, and being sad, being drunk, being angry, those are not excuses for certain behaviors. Sorry. Sorry, it's just not. It's not. If you're that drunk, then that's where you went wrong. Because number one, you should by this age know how to handle your drinking limit. I'm just saying. Let me see this Five of Swords. What's really going on over here with this Five of Swords in their spirit body? Five of Swords energy. It just flipped in reverse, and it's the Six of Cups in reverse. I don't want to look at the past. I don't want to deal with my childhood pain. I don't want to accept that I've always been this way. Okay, let me see. And the Lovers. Ooh. Okay, and there's no going back to the past. There's no returning to that place where it was a beautiful love brought together by the angels in the heavens above. It was, but there's no return to the point of no return. Oh baby, yeah, no, we're not doing all that. The Hierophant, because the life lesson has been learned. Gemini and Taurus energy all in here as well, and the nuts. Dang, stressed out, worried, can't sleep at night, upset, bothered. In the Knight of Swords, attacking. There's the point where they try to, that Knight of Swords is the point where they try to cause stress. They try this, that's that point of talking out the side of their neck, okay, with some asinine stuff. That's the gaslighting. That's it. But you have to believe me. That's them trying to stand up for themselves. That's them trying to gaslight. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so we will go into these dragons. However, as I pulled them out, they were like, let me get some oracle first. I'm feeling it. Where are you at, my precious? There it is. Okay, this is the one. The Heart's Hidden Secrets. I just feel like there's more to be revealed in this. So let's go into this oracle deck first, and then we'll pull a dragon card and see what dragon is on your side in this. But let's see what else can you reveal for us. Luster God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you that everyone that's meant to find this video finds it on all time, space, and dimension by whatever means, under grace in divine ways. Okay, show me the Knight of Wands at the center. Show me the Knight of Wands at the center. Knight of Wands at the center. Okay. Knight of Wands at the center, thinking, missing you, craving, and desiring. Okay. Yeah, because of their impulsive action, they definitely thinking a lot about you and what they did. Somebody is processing their impulsive actions. Yeah. The escaping card, and it comes out in reverse. This tells me, yeah, you escaped a situation. You already did this. It's already done. Show me the King of Cups. Memories. Yeah. Yeah, memories. Memories. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see the Hierophant above you. Resistance. Yeah. Mars suppressing timid. You already had life lessons about these people who try to repress their emotions. People who act like they are not gonna open up to you. Like, you already had this life lesson. Show me the Ten of Swords in your spirit body. Ten of Swords. Past life. Yeah, it's now part of your past. You're over it. There's nothing left but memories. You know that they were resistant. I'm not trying to force nobody to let me get out of here. Queen of Pentacles. They're trying to hold on. They want to hold on to you. They want to hold on. They need to learn to hold on to themselves. They could be obsessing about you, watching your YouTube channel or whatever platform you're on, right? Let me see the Seven of Swords in their emotional body. They're lying to themselves about the feelings, trying to lie about how you feel to them and how they feel to you, towards you. You know, there's something in their emotional body. There's some deception there. Okay, where they've been giving their emotions, what they've been emotionally investing in, and we have healing. Yeah, that's what they need to do is get some healing. They need to embrace it so that they could heal that stuff. There's something that this person is holding on to that doesn't allow them to have healthy experiences. Yeah, because look, their brain, we had a heart fog over here. So their brain is giving them mixed signals. They don't understand what their feelings are telling them. They try to run when they should be stopping. They try to stop when they should run. You know, all of this, and it's like their spirit really wants them to confess the truth. The truth is will set them free, but There's some anger there. There's some resentment. There's some hurtful words there that they can't take back, that are really real, that came out in this experience. And it has to do with some angry energy. Okay. They're trying to hold on to all the physical beauty, physical wealth. They could be obsessed with jewelry or clothes or shopping. I see this person is obsessed with all the physical stuff because that helps them to avoid the spiritual stuff. It helps them to avoid the internal things that are happening. If they can focus on all those physical things, they don't have to look at what's going on internally. And that is part of their problem, and that is something that you already know. Like, you had to deal with your stuff. That's how you had the King of Cups energies. The dragon that's on your side is the sunshine yellow dragon. Helps you to animals. And some of these people act like animals. Some of these people, they act like wild beasts. I heard. Okay. Serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. So, yeah, this is literally like, that's what I got. Like, some of these people are wild animals because they don't have emotional mastery. They have no emotional intelligence. Like, they don't process their feelings, their emotions in a way that gives them humanity. That's what somebody is missing. They're missing that. Okay. For some of you, there's a person here who surrounds themselves with animals because they literally can't communicate with people. They literally don't know how to respond with people. They act like the animal. It's because the animals don't have words. I'm here. It's because the animals don't have words. The animals don't have words. They just take what they're given, and they don't. So the animals are very much take what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And they don't, because they're animals. People, it doesn't work like that. So this is for somebody, this is a person who surround themselves with animals because, dealing with people, that doesn't really work out well for them at all, I'm hearing. And so they have to connect to someone or something. Okay. But a lot of them too, they act like the animals. Hold on. Yeah, they act wild and unchecked. So, her animals are dangerous. If an animal has been abused, they attack. Once a dog is tasted blood, oh, they're gonna attack. And so there's that kind of energy there too, of like, this person not being in tune emotionally with who they really are. So if they don't love themselves, if they don't know themselves, how can they know you or love you? Right. And some of them, the crazy part is that they would never look like a wild animal that is going to attack you, because I just saw like a whole Dr. Jekyll Hyde type of thing where it's like one personality of theirs. So are we dealing with somebody with split personality? Wow. Because one personality of theirs is so soft and so gentle and wouldn't harm a fly. But the thing is, you saw the other side of it. You saw this person's other side. They have a whole nother side of themselves. Yeah. Interwoven calm. Incorporate stress reducing to your daily routine, maintaining a balanced emotional state. You are painting tranquility. Tranquility, calm. Yeah. Okay. A balanced emotional state. Very necessary. And so, again, like I said, you have this awareness of what to hold on to and what not to hold on to. If it's, you can't balance anyone else's emotional state. You can't take responsibility for what they do with their feelings, how they where they are of them, or how much they lie to themselves about their true feelings. You can only be responsible or accountable for your own. And in this energy, you're just recognizing that there's some level of immaturity, emotional immaturity, that it doesn't benefit you to try to play in this energy. It's not wise, because it's just so counterproductive to where you're at. It's like you're looking at this person and you're realizing, like, oh, you got a lot of self work to do. Because I remember when I used to feel way, when I was so resistant to my own heart, to my own feelings, to dealing with who I really was, to realizing like it's nobody else's fault, it's my fault. Okay, I started this, I did some stupid stuff, and I had to pay the consequence. And so you're sitting from this place of I already did that, and you're realizing like I'm just gonna allow, I can't change this person, they're not gonna believe me if I tell them anyways, because I remember when I was like that, I didn't believe nobody in what they had to say neither. And so I'm not even gonna try to get myself caught up in trying to force them, explain to them, teach them, all that. I'm just gonna let them be where they're at, because I know that that's the only thing that's actually gonna work here. It's where they're at, is where they have the lessons that life is going to teach them from where they are, not where I am. And that's okay. And that's okay. What else do we have for the tribe? Unconditional love. There is only one. You are worth loving. What? There is only one. You are worth loving. That's not what the card says. What do you mean there is only one? No, there's not only one. There are many. There are many. It says there is only love. You are worth loving. So let's talk about unconditional love for a minute, okay? Because unconditional love means love without conditions. It doesn't mean you don't love this person, but love without conditions, unconditional love, literally means that it doesn't matter where you're at, who you're with, what you're doing, if I ever see you again or not. Love you. That's the energy. That's the vibe. These are the facts that's going on here. And so you could have finally gotten to that where you might have never imagined it would, right? Or person come into your life recently and then realize like I really love this person, but they're just not ready for this because they have been lying to themselves. And I heard, and they're trying to blame me for their feelings and their hurt stuff, and I could see it, but I can't figure. They wouldn't believe me if I told them anyways. But I remember with the memories card here in your emotions, I remember feeling that way. And I know that this person is in a place of healing. So I'm just going to let them, because they need to make sense of the feelings, heart fog in reverse, of messed up that they're having, and stop trying to blame me for it. Those hurt feelings and those feelings of being messed up experience, it's not mine, it's theirs. I don't own it. And the confirmation with the sound on the phone, right? Confirmation with the sound on the phone. I'm not going to own it. It's not mine. There's nothing I can do to heal it or fix it. I never could. I never had to. I know it was up to them, because when I had it for myself, it was only me as well that could heal it or fix it. And so I'm just going to let them be where they're at. I'm going to allow this emotional mastery to be developed in this person, because boy, I learned my lesson. Yeah. And so I just accept them for where they're at. Let me see more message here for the tribe. What else do we have for the tribe? So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. We have the card of patience coming out from the energy oracle. Patience. So even when this person acts out and starts to talk crazy and all these things, you just stay, like I said, this is one of the ways you show it. You stay in your calm, cool, collected. Like you stay in your patience, you stay in your peace. You're not allowing your peace to be disturbed because somebody else wants it to be, or because somebody else here is bothered. Like you could be angry if you want to. I don't want to be angry. I choose peace. I choose calm. I choose my calm. I choose my calm. I choose tranquility. I choose to maintain a balanced emotional state. I don't own responsibility for your lack of one, and nor do I have accountability to do anything to shift it, change it, or fix it. It's not mine to fix, it's yours to fix. Okay? You don't understand the way you feel. You won't embrace the truth of your feelings. I heard you were trying to project those feelings onto me, and I've been here before, and that game doesn't work well with me. Like I've been through this whole experience so many times that I can identify it simply and easily and quickly. And so I see it here again showing up with this experience with somebody who's trying to hold on to me because they refuse to look at their past. I hear, but now they want to hold on to me, and I'm not escaping, but it's definitely not my vibe. I gotta go. It says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And you're doing this from from a detached position. You're doing it from a detached position. And I know that because of that unconditional love card is there. It's like you staying in the peace, even though, so it's like you, thank you. It's as if you are even, it's thrusting this person into greater, deeper level of healing. It's like you are creating a situation where their response is, they have no choice to go into this healing now, because I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to take accountability. I'm not going to own your shit. I'm not going to try to control you. I'm not going to try to resist you. I'm just going to let it do what it do and stay in my mastery and stay calm. And I'm not going to be angry. And I'm not going to yell. And I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to sit here in my calm, cool, and collected energy, in my state of balance, because I can see clearly where you're at, even though you can't. Even though you can't, but that I can see it clearly because I've been in that position before, and this is your first time here. But this is not my first rodeo. Okay, somebody loves a rodeo. That's a side message, confirmation. Loving the rodeo is cool, but this rodeo right here, this is not the rodeo that I like, and it's not a rodeo that I want to participate in. Okay, I'm not a rodeo clown. I heard I'm not a rodeo clown. Okay, they participate in the rodeo and from a different position than than you do. You're more like you're more like way in the back. I'm hearing way in the back where you can't even get the smell of the animals. I don't even want to smell it. I don't even want to smell it. It's not for me. I don't like this energy. Okay, let me see. I choose a different energy. This bitterness, this anger, this argumentativeness, this trying to cling on body wise and lying about the feelings don't work for me. Okay, yeah, vast vistas, expand your horizons. Absolutely. I'm not saying so as I look at the horizon here, there's nothing on this horizon that was what I was headed for. I was headed for life is a beach. Not life is another challenge, one after another. It's not a freaking volcano, that's for sure. Okay. And if it's all about waiting for your next blow up, I'm not here for that party. Yeah, I'm not here for that party. So I'm just gonna I said, I hear I'm just gonna pack my stuff. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I don't need to do this. And yeah, I just heard it too. Not my circus, not my monkeys. It's their, this is their rodeo. This is their circus. This is what they're doing. And that's their choice. And that's fine. We all have a choice of how we're going to respond to the beautiful things that life has to offer us. You already know that life is working in your favor. So even if somebody like this crosses your path, you know that there's something in it. What's the value in this for you? What's the value in this for you is that you remember who you are now. When you see what you're not anymore, and when you see something that's so far behind you as far as what you have been versus what you have become, it's extremely empowering. It's extremely confirming. It's extremely uplifting if you allow it to be. I heard, and that's what you're doing in this energy. Okay, so it's and it's also thank you. They're talking about the speed with which you move through it. Yeah, intuition, because part of the speed in which you're moving through it has to do with you listening to your intuition. Okay, some of you, this volcano hasn't exploded yet, but you can see that it's coming down the line because you can see ahead of time. So I'm not sure if you guys followed your intuition before or after the volcano exploded in this situation, but there's definitely the energy here where your intuition come into play and you know exactly what to do and you follow through too. Okay, yeah, so let me see. Hold on. Okay, got it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you it's a card number 22. That intuition card is card number 22, which is the master builder energy. So even in your choice of allowing this to be where it's at, because you have this level of emotional mastery and you really learned your lessons and you accept people for where they are and you're very allowing, not controlling, that really builds the energy. Like I said, you create this critical mass, this jump off point, this climax, the climax of energy, an energetic climax that causes this person to delve deeper into their emotional healing and to emit certain things from their soul, right? Because they've been trying to hide certain things. Okay. Fearless love, look at you, card number 25. So even as you go into this, it's like you went in aware that this is exactly where it could go, but you went in and you loved anyways. And I don't see you pulling your love back at all. I don't see you pulling your love back. I see presence possibly being pulled back, but not necessarily your love being. I don't see your love being pulled back at all. I see your love flowing. I see you utilizing your love in a wise way, okay? Not just because they want this and they want that and so they can have it their way. This is not freaking Burger King, have it your way. That's not what we're doing here. Okay. This is not what we're doing here. This is, what's fair and balanced way. Okay. This is a yin yang type of energy. Excuse me and thank you. This is a yin yang type of energy over here. If you could get with the yin yang vibes, okay, with this calm, with this peace, with this accountability and the mastery of both sides, great. If not, well, we're not going to change you, but we're only going to go so far with you because we will see that, and there's no denying it. Let's get you a final card here from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. As my allergies are starting to act up. Time to take a nap. All right, let's see. Yeah, look at that. Alone time. Your guidance, alone time. Yeah, not only for yourself, but to give to this other some alone time. It's necessary at this point. It's invaluable. They give me invaluable. In other words, there's so much value on it that we can't give it a dollar value, this value of this alone time right now. The alone time is going to cause self-reflection. And it's going to cause a confronting of the root chakra energies of safety and security and clinginess and attachment and codependency and physical stability, all of these things. Excuse me. So your emotional mastery and your unconditional love in this situation, it's expanding your horizons. And depending on how far back it was when you were in a similar state of mind and energy as the person who showed up here, like this is a huge confirmation for you. It gets huger. I'm getting the further away you are from it, because the further away you are emotionally developed from what you used to be, sometimes you lose sight of how much progress you've made. Universe wants to remind you. So let's see from your guardian angel tarot, your alpha and omega messages, the seven of thought, which is interesting because we had the seven of swords come out twice in the tarot, and it came out clarifying the seven of swords. So seven of swords energy is this. You've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need. Yeah. So that seven of swords energy is about this person needing to come to grips with some of their emotional truths that they've been denying. They've been running from it. You already seen it and you're not participating in it. And in there running from it, denying it and all that stuff, trying to hide from it, part of that has been rejection. It's been gaslighting other people. It's trying to make everybody else responsible, all that stuff. And it did say take time alone if you need it. Well, they clearly needed it because they needed to get out of your physical, because the unconditional presence talks about, I love you, but that doesn't mean you meet the requirements for my physical presence. So let's get your postcard from Spirit, your final message. Dear Stu, we have something exciting to share with you. You are a manifesting master and you don't even know it. There will always be enough of everything that you need in your life: money, opportunities, love, kindness. So, whatever you're asking guidance about, have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. The universe is always reflecting back to you what you believe. So, whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion as if your fear were real. But the truth is that the universe is abundant. You are and always have been enough, and abundance is your natural state. If you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. You are so on the right path now. Keep believing, then the seeing happens, loving you more and more every day. I feel like you are a believer, and and so that's why you accept, and you allow yourself to grow. And I love this energy for you. I'm excited for you because this is a huge uh stabilizing confirmation that supports your continuing forward on this path, in willing of working with what life throws your way, knowing somehow it's in your best interest, and allowing the universe to show you, like, look how far you come. Now you can teach this stuff. Like, that's awesome. So keep being the fearless lover. Your intuition is guiding you. You have more patience than ever before. And what you're doing, it spreads. It creates a ripple effect. It's so important. It's so necessary. This is part of why you, right? And some people are like wild animals. And so you just allow them to be who they are, but you don't stop yourself from being who you become and who you are still becoming. So thankful and grateful. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you could treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Put it in the comments. I'm a fearless lover. Later, baby. And I'm out.